YouTube? It's your boy Big Ron, and I'm back, part 2 of the 2-door hardtop Chevy Impala restoration videos. Appreciate y'all patience as I get this thing going, but we back and we ready to roll. Before we get started, make sure you all like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the newest content. The page is starting to grow, finally starting to figure this thing out, and ready to start dropping more and more content. Well, hey, we back, like I said, 2-door, 71, Chevy Impala hardtop. Last time I left y'all, you saw me out here power washing in the driveway, acting like a little kid in the candy store. I couldn't have been happier, just got the car home, you know, celebrating. I'm in the game. But then here comes the hard part, here comes the work. Man, there's so much little stuff that comes with this that people don't even talk about when they building these cars. They don't let you in on, but hey, cleaning was the first thing. That thing set for so long, dust on top of dust. You know, that was just the outside. We ain't even got to the inside yet. So I showed y'all how all kind of stuff was in the trunk. Had the bloody murder tank top in there, had to get that out. Still had to clean out the trunk, so you'll see me cleaning out the rest of the trunk. Then I power washed the outside, just that first couple layers of dust and dirt off of it. But then had to open that thing up and get on the inside. But man, I had to clean just to get in to clean more. Like I had to clean, deodorize, bleach, vacuum, and then vacuum again, wipe down everything. That was just so I could sit in the thing. But cause I don't know who else sat in there before I did, you know. So I had to do what I had to do to clean it up, just to sit in there and enjoy it, sit behind the steering wheel. So, but those are all the little steps. Then trying to get in and out the trunk, man, first thing I'll show y'all is how I had to use a screwdriver as a key. And, you know, that look kind of suspect, especially in my neighborhood. People walk by seeing you open up a trunk with a screwdriver, you look a little suspect. But I had to do what I had to do, but you'll see me immediately fix that. Like I said, it's one of them little things. It's all those little things that stand up. People see the wheels, the stereo, your paint. But now, what about that trunk latch that you had to open with a screwdriver? I'm going to show you some of that too. So, like I said, little things, had to clean up this car, clean the interior, and all that was in preparation for the next step, which was a sandblast. I didn't even know what sandblasting was before I got this car. But I got the car, I went up to talk to my man Joe at the body shop at Slow Lane Customs here in Menifee, California. I went out there to talk to Joe, and one of the things was, Joe was the only body shop, only paint shop that was even willing to take on this job. Everybody else, as soon as I sent them the pictures, they was like, man, nah. A couple others was like, don't even buy that car. What you doing? But Joe was like, hey, man, if you with it, I'm with it. And I was sold. He told me when he was looking it over, he's like, man, it got paint on it, but we don't know if this original paint, we don't know what they did to this before. And the paint that was on it was already bad. And he was like, man, if we're going to do it, let's do it all the way. So he's like, we need to sandblast it because we need to see what's under this top layer of paint. I was like, man, what's sandblast? I ain't never heard of that. So I had to go research what sandblasting was. And well, let me tell you, that was probably one of the best decisions I made in this whole process, because I could have easily just painted over what was already on there, but that would have been a huge mistake. And you'll see that here in this next video. Sandblasting that car all the way down, getting all that first layer of paint off, it couldn't have been a better decision. And man, I couldn't believe what I saw was up under that layer of paint that I had. It was barely paint on there, but it was, it was some stuff up under there, man. So I'm going to show you all that. You know, we're going to ride. But I had to do everything I had to do to get that car ready to take it in there for sandblast, and then get a new estimate once he saw what was under that paint. So, hey, people ain't playing when they tell you it's a lot of steps, a lot of heartache and pain. I mean, my stomach was hurting when I saw what was up under that paint. Man, I had the bubblies. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But about to get y'all through it. About to walk you through the screwdriver. About to walk y'all through me cleaning that interior. Then you're gonna see it get prepped and ready to head off the sandblast. Again, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's ride. So, as you can see in the last clip, man, there was the infamous screwdriver. I had to use that screwdriver just to get into the trunk. There was no other way into the trunk but to use that infamous screwdriver right there. I had to use that for a couple of days till I was able to go. I think I went to AutoZone and they had the kit there. It was just the regular, because I didn't even have it was no trunk. As you can see in the videos right there was no like trunk lock or key or nothing. Right? It was just a hole. And I had to use the screwdriver to go into the trunk latch there and pop it open. So that was like first little minor repair. Yeah, but I did it myself, man. People be messing with me because I'm more like a project manager when it comes to these cars. I don't be turning wrenches like that, But yeah, I turned a screwdriver or two, a little wrench or something right there, and I got that fixed. I went and got that kit from AutoZone, brought it back. Had to do some elbow grease in that latch area, clean it out, put some WD-40 on that the trunk latch in there. Then I got the key and the lock mechanism, hooked them up in there. Boom. And later on, you'll see where I was able to open and close the trunk with the key, with a brand new key, brand new lock up in there. And that was just a little minor, fix that I had to do. But man, y'all saw that screwdriver. It got me through initially. So hey, that was just step one. Next, we had to get into cleaning it. Once I got that out, I had to clean the car and clean the inside. Man, let me show you what that inside looked like. Roll with me. You can see how dirty it was inside that car. But I had to do what I had to do. I had to get in there, get soap, water, bleach, sprays, anything that would scrub, clean, disinfect. I just had to go through it and get it all cleaned out, start pulling stuff out of there. You'll see the seats. I had to wet them down, spray them down. The steering wheel was sticky, just so I could sit in there. You can see how I wetted the seats down so I can sit down in there. And, hey, it was nothing to it but to do it. You had to start cleaning it. That was the only way it was going to get done. And, hey, a little bit of elbow grease went a long way. As you can see, we moving along. Started getting in there, cleaning it out, and getting that inside cleaned out. The next project, I'm talking about these is just all over one weekend. The next project, that following Monday, man, I had to get up off the ground. That car, when I got it towed back here. They put it up on a tow truck. It had 4 flats. And when I say flat, I ain't talking about they was just low on air. Hey, them tires was dead. Like, I'm talking about no longer. Like, there was nothing to salvage. I couldn't salvage not one of the tires. They was all flat. Some was halfway on the wheel, halfway off the wheel. Yeah, I felt bad for the tow truck driver. You could hear his whole flatbed just screeching as he was dragging them tires up on that truck. But hey, man, that's what they get paid for. So he brought that truck here. Brought the car here on the truck. Then he scraped up my driveway, pushing it up into the driveway with no rusty tires. Wasn't nothing on the ground, but hey, we did what we had to do to get it here. But I was just sitting out there, sitting on 4 flats, literally. I don't even know if you can call them flats. Some of us was sitting metal to the cement, but we was on the ground, so I had to do what I had to do to get up off the ground. Called up one of my homeboys. We loaded up. We went over to the little local used tire shop. Then it makes sense in the condition the car was in and knowing we got a project ahead of us. It didn't make no sense to go and get brand new tires. Went over there to the little spot, got 4 used tires. I paid dude like $100. He gave me four used tires. Couldn't beat that. So brought them back to the house. Threw them on there. I took the wheels over to him, and then he threw the used tires on there. Brought them back over here. Me and my homeboy put them on the car. We got up off the ground, and right after I did that, went ahead and fixed that trunk. Y'all ready to see it? Hey, here we go. Yo, check him out. We up off the ground, baby. We up off the ground. We up off the ground, man. You know what I mean? This is the worst. We up off the ground, man. And this was the one that was good. Full of air up off the ground, man. Yeah. Oh man, I gotta show you something else, man. Show you something else, man. Disregard the trunk mess. I'm working on it. Disregard the trunk mess. Alright, I'm working on it. See that? See that? You know what I mean? Yeah, as you see, I'm up off the ground, baby. We up off the ground. We sitting on four good seat, good tires, man. At least we off the ground. We can move around, and that's gonna come into play later when it's time to get on them tow trucks, man. When they come in to tow you, you want your car to be able to roll, and just moving it in and up and down the driveway, in and out your garage. You want to have some kind of, serviceable tires on your vehicle. So as you can see, we off the ground. And hey man, go ahead and give me my credit, man. Y'all saw that trunk latch. See, I got the new key. I did that all by myself, man. Hey, I could turn a wrench or two. It ain't that hard to do, but yeah, I did it though. Give me my credit. So now you can see that we off the ground, starting to clean a little bit, and got the trunk cleaned out. The trunk is cleaned out too. So not only did we change the latch, I went in there and took all that trash out, the murder tank top, the old antifreeze bottles, took everything up out of there, all the major trash. And then I ended up vacuuming the trunk out, as you can see in the last video. So got all that out. So then we can really see what we was working with in there. I cleaned anything that was loose, any kind of debris, all the dirt, tree bark, everything that was in there. So we can really see what the trunk was. And it was very minimal, work that needed to be done in the trunk. Very minimal work. So I was really feeling good about that accomplishment. It wasn't to no extent where I felt like I needed to get a new trunk pan. And even the body shop was like, nah, they can go ahead and patch up a few little spots that was needed to be touched up in the trunk. But overall, that was another win. I didn't need to get a new trunk pan. So after that, it was time to jump into the interior. Here we go. Up in there. He finally got to the back today. I don't know how good you can see it, but that's the clean version of the back. If you can imagine. Imagine what it was like before. This is clean. Too, cleaned it up. I even took the back seat out. Like I took this out and cleaned up under it. And you got swishes and everything under that thing. Did the front the other day. Pulled the carpet up from my side. Make sure that flow was good. All right. Yeah. So hey, you see, I cleaned up that interior, baby. Cleaned her up. I was able to sit up in there. I was getting comfortable, just sitting in there chilling. Sitting out in the driveway, chilling up in there after I cleaned it up. If you didn't see it from where it was, you saw that video how I told you after it was clean, you probably like, man, you still need to clean. Some of that was the best it was going to ever get. You ain't going until it's redone. But, hey, that was a win. Almost dirt, trash bags, mud sliding down my driveway. But I cleaned that thing out, man. I was proud, man. I got to sit out there and just marinate in it. That's when a lot of the brainstorming of what I'm going to do next, you're able to see that. You can't even see the dirt or the damage or what you got to work with until you actually clean it. So, man, to clean the dashboard off, clean all the gauges and everything like that, clean the seats and really see, the door panels, clean all that off. And I cleaned everything just so I can sit in there and actually start brainstorming and putting together a plan like, okay, now that I can see what's in here, let me get to work. And I didn't even know, like once I did that, I had like the driver's door was a 71 Impala door panels, but the passenger door had a 75 Caprice door panel on there. I was like, who did that? But, oh well, but you can't tell all that when it's all grimy and dirty. So I had one door panel that wasn't even the right door. So, but I was able to, start making plans from there, start figuring out what I wanted to do with the interior and getting all that stuff done. And then after that, it was time to get to the big move. It was time for the sandblasting. Had to get her off on that sandblast. So called the old trusty tow truck back up. They was a little bit more happy to see me this time because I had four good tires. It rolled up on there real easy. So we got on the tow truck, got her all loaded up, headed back out the slow lane so we can get the sandblast done. And my guy, Steve, he was doing the sandblast out there. And actually, rest in peace to Steve. After he did my car, I found out a couple months later he passed away. But he was a good man. He took care of me. Did a good job on the sandblast. And, after that, I was able to give my guy Joe, he came over and gave me a new estimate after we saw what was up under there. And wait till you see what was up under there. But, we had to do what we had to do. Got it all sandblasted down. And then after that, had to bring her back home. So I'm going to let y'all see. We got to load her up, head out to the sandblast. After the sandblast, we're going to bring her back home. Let's go. Off to the body shop. Some sandblasting done. Going on much easier now, bro. One of the pulling tires can do. So yeah, now we got her to the sandblast spot. She ready to go. Also had to get a new hood because, I see my other hood was all bent up, scraped up. It's time to go. Sandblasted hood. Hood getting replaced tomorrow. I got the new hood. Quarter panel dead. Somebody already fucked it up before. Dead. Don't worry about the hood. Don't worry about the hood. It's gonna change. That's coming off. I already got the new one. It's in the back there. All right, so we back home. We done went cleaning, sandblasting. I know you seen that. I know you seen what it looked like after the sandblast. Some of y'all stomach hurt right now, like mine was. Imagine me standing there next to it, like, oof, bubbling up. My stomach was hurting, but hey, that's part of the game. Got to see what was up under that paint. And, we went all around the car, reevaluated what we had, saw the real damage that was on there, took it down to the metal. And that's where we started building the plan. Me and Joe started building the plan from there with what we was going to do. They weren't ready for me at the moment. He had a line. He was backed up at the time. So I had to load her back up, throw her back on the truck, as you can see, and I brought her back home. So, hey, this is going to conclude part 2. Appreciate y'all for riding with me. As you can see, we cleaned her up, got her up off the ground, secured the trunk, got her off the sandblast and cleaned her up. And now the real work begins. Now to start making plans on everything else. And from this point to the next point, that's when I start learning a lot about these cars, what it takes to put them back together, meeting the right people. And you meet some people along the way, they wasn't cool. They knew I was new to the game, scammed me out of a part or two. That's my fault. You got to take an L sometimes, but you learn the game. I start meeting the wrong people. I'm meeting the right people, getting myself connected. And that's when I was really starting to get entrenched into this game. And I'm starting to make a name for myself, building up some, people build some confidence in me to do business with me, see that I'm reliable. And I do my thing on my end, so they was good to me on the other end. And it's all about connection. It's all about who you know, what you know. You got to start building up that rapport. And during this next waiting period, while I was waiting to get into the body shop, I also went during that little waiting period right there for once I got it back from sandblast. That's when we start getting into the engine. That's a whole nother mission in itself. So we're going to start there on the next video. Appreciate y'all riding with me. Again, it's your boy Big Ron. 1971 Chevy Impala 2-door hardtop restoration. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get caught up on these videos. Hopefully they don't take down this video because I forgot in that when I was cleaning the interior that it had some music playing in the background. But I'm a rookie. Hopefully they don't get me. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more content coming soon. And I'm going to be at y'all sooner or later, man. We're going to get this thing done. Sooner or later, my plan is to get you, we won't be doing no more like me showing y'all old videos. I'm going to start being able to show you live videos of where we at now, show you the car at the body shop, where we at now. But the whole plan is I'm trying to take y'all way back to the beginning. These videos and what I'm showing you right now, this is the car 2 years ago. I'm bringing you up to where it's at now. So there'll be a couple more videos like this, but then we're going to start getting live. I'll hopefully take y'all out to the car. I'm going to mix in some other people's cars too. So stay riding with me, man. And remember, stand for something or you'll fall for anything. Big Ron.